What's up, members? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to break down some of the stocks to watch here over the weekend. We're going to start off with QQQ, the NASDAQ. We are trading near all-time high, $625 per share. When you look at the 5-year chart, you can see that we are trading at the top of this channel up here. I would understand if profits would be starting to be taken here, but it looks like it's approaching 638. Watch that overhead resistance with support at $611. Looking in on QQQ. Now, focusing in on SPY, the S&P 500. This is something everybody should have in their retirement accounts, long-term portfolio. Look at this beautiful, just green ascending candles going up. Going back on the 3-month chart, you can see we are hitting resistance up at this $689 range. About to break out. Watch this level as we try to make moves higher. S&P 7,000, as Tom Lee says. Looking at the 5-year on SMH, the semiconductor Van Eck ETF, trading near all-time highs, $364. It is approaching all-time highs at $372. If you're looking for pullbacks on this and you're trading NVIDIA and you're trading ABGO and other semiconductors, you need to be watching SMH. So I definitely would be paying attention to this. Looking for that pullback here. Pullbacks at $350 should be bought, and resistance at $372. Keep that in mind. Now let's break down some of the Mag 7 stocks. Getting right into it. Breaking down the Mag 7 stocks, Meta was a stock that I've been calling out. I made videos on this on my YouTube channel if you've been paying attention. Also in the WHOP, we know that we've been buying Meta. We had a bounce here at 500, and what do you do on a large scale bounce right here? We bought this dip, and now we are up over 12%, which is really nice. So let's go back on the 3 months so you can see it. We had that bounce at 580. We've been scooping up shares all below $600 per share. Bouncing up here, up over 12%. We are now trading at 673, which could be a level of resistance, but it doesn't mean it's going to automatically reject it, but definitely something to keep in mind. Let's watch that 680 level and let's see, will Meta reject this level or will it continue its ascend into the stratosphere back up to 750. Next, let's go over Google stock. Another member of the Mag 7 was starting to pull back from 332, started to break back up above 320. Now we're going to see, are we going to reapproach highs at 332 or start to finally sell off? Moving over to Apple. Apple stock on the 5-year chart is trading at all-time highs at $278 per share. So when you're watching this, I definitely would just pay attention. Let's see, is it going to continue to float up? It's got to break 288. If pullbacks, I'd be waiting for $260 per share, which would be interesting on this stock. Let's move over to Tesla. Tesla is starting to find its footing. It's trading at the top of the channel. Resistance is at that 472. When you're looking at Tesla moving to $470 per share. It's got to get above this. That is multiple points of resistance on Tesla. So I definitely would be watching out for this. Look for a move up into 470. See what it does here. Does it reject or does it push up? We'll have to wait and see next week when we get that answer. But Tesla is starting to move at that top of the channel. Looking at Amazon moving forward. Amazon stock is consolidating. It is trading within this span. When you look at Amazon, these are your levels, 212 up to 240. It is trading in between. There's no clear sign of direction. So right now we're just going to continue watching it. I don't think it's anything worth buying at this moment. Just keep it in mind while you are watching Amazon stock in between these levels. Wait for a breakout. Now you have Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the most interesting in my opinion because you had this double top rejection at 553 and now it did have support at the level of 494, but ever since it broke, it has been rejecting 494 and rejecting again, rejecting a 4th time, and now we are making lower highs. So if it continues to sell off, I will be waiting to load up at $450 per share. You have clear support levels down at 450. Give it a little bit of wiggle room. I'm sure that it'll give its answer soon by the end of the year. Let's see what Microsoft decides to do. Next, let's go over a few other stocks that I think are interesting. Oracle stock has earnings this Wednesday coming up. This is something that you should be paying attention to. These guys are supposed to be the AI godfather is what they're trying to become basically. $345 pulled back all the way to 186. People are losing faith in the AI movement, pulls back 45%, but now it had a nice uprise, only down 35% if you bought at the tippy top at 345. Is this presenting an opportunity? This is something that I think we're all wondering, and I think their earnings on Wednesday will give us more clarity on this. So I'll watch the 185 lows, watch the resistance at 235, and then go from there with Oracle stock. Moving over to Chipotle stock. Chipotle is an interesting stock that it has died from $60 per share, even higher if you've been holding from 69 back in 2024, all the way down over 55%. Now it finally found its footing, but it's playing one of those games where you're not sure. It's trading within, Chipotle is trading in this little consolidation zone. Is it going to be able to get out of this? It needs to break above this. It's either going to move up here to $35 and then reject, or it's going to consolidate again and push up higher with this little flag that it's forming here. So we'll have to see what Chipotle wants to do here. Give it some time. Baseline on Chipotle, $32 is what I would be watching on this. Open stock, Open Door Technologies, trading within this $6.30 and $8. I'd be watching this for the consolidation, see if we break lower below 6 or get above 880. Wouldn't be trading it until we get clear direction. It's something you need to keep in mind. Let's just look at IWM real quick. I just wanted to review this, the ETF Small Cap Russell 2000. When you're looking at these guys, all-time highs at $252 per share. Now it is trading basically rejecting at all-time highs, which is fine, but we need to watch this level and see, is it going to get above $252 per share? Something we do need to watch out for at this level. If it breaks this, we're going to start to keep moving higher. That would be a nice Christmas rally is what we would like to see. Let's go over NBIS, Nebulous Cloud. They had a nice pump up to $141. They're starting to pull back. They're finding their footing down at $78 per share. And now it is trading within this column here of going up here like this. So when you look at Nebulous Cloud, it is on this trail, but if it does break this, if it doesn't continue to follow this path, it is going to start selling off and go back down to $82. So if you're going to trade this, definitely just keep your stop along this ascending triangle going up, and I would go from there. Let's look at AMD stock. AMD stock, interesting trade here, going from $195, bouncing up to $215. It's got to hold $200 in my opinion. Looking at AMD stock, you had a nice double bounce. Look at these thin wicks right here from 200 down to 194 just to stop people out, and then bounce back up to $217, currently trading right now at this time of the recording, and then waiting to see in between this range of 195 to 240. I definitely would be paying attention to that. Let's jump over to some Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, and Solana. So if you look at XRP right now, it is trading at $2.03. If it breaks this $1.87, it's going to start to look real ugly for XRP. There is no support when you look at the past until basically $1. So if $2 does not hold an XRP, I think my crypto portfolio is going to start to take a hit on XRP. Looking at Solana, Solana has not recovered. It was trading up around $170 per share down to $130. Same thing is happening here. We got to watch the 120 level. If 120 level breaks, we're going to start to have some problems here. Looking at this chart, there's not much support if 110 breaks on Solana. Now I want to just go over Bitcoin. Have to go over Bitcoin if you're going to go over the other ones. Bitcoin is interesting because it is trading lower. 89,000 is trading at highs of 126. And if you look at the last 5 years on Bitcoin, it has broken this trend of going up. Now it is coming back down. Potentially, will we see 75,000, which would be interesting if we could find 75,000 on Bitcoin. I would love to continue adding to Bitcoin, but just waiting for that opportunity first. Let's break down Ethereum. I think this is going to be one of the coins to hold in 2026. Looking at Ethereum here, we are pulling back and we are retesting this zone, which I circled right here around 2,800 to 3,000. I've been scooping up shares, anything below 3,000 per share. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I am not ignorant to the fact that if this does not hold, we are going to get a pullback and it's going to go much lower than 2,800 if it cannot hold it. So keep it in mind with Ethereum when you're buying these levels that it has to hold this 3,000, otherwise we are going to start heading lower on this. BBAI is something I'm interested in. I've been looking at. I look at BBAI. It is holding this trend right here around $6 per share, but barely. BBAI needs to get on this level and start moving up higher. We need a catalyst. We need something to start pushing it higher. Nvidia stock, save last but not least here. Nvidia stock is basically trading from anywhere from 170 up to about $200 per share. Nvidia right now, I would not be trading it. I'd be waiting for clear signs of direction. It's kind of just hanging out there.